What up, guys? Hopefully, everyone had a decent day trading today. Hopefully, it wasn't too bad. Let's see here. Just want to make sure volume's working correctly this evening. Is that from this morning? No. Just trying to make sure all my settings are good to go. We have about 5 minutes till the top of the hour, so hopefully at the top of the hour we'll be able to find something to take. Hopefully it doesn't grind all the way until that 8 o'clock. What do you want to call it? To Tokyo session to open. Everything looks very bullish now. I don't know if this is a data wick up here around the 310, 315. So you would think that after this pullback, we would get like a little push up to the 800s. Unfortunately, we still got an hour before what do you want to call it? Tokyo session opens. Unless I got the time wrongs, I have the impression that Tokyo opens at 9 Eastern. I guess I need to look that up. I feel like it changed with the time change. So maybe it's 7 o'clock when Asia opens, or 8 o'clock Eastern, but Central Time for Tokyo. I'm hoping this is just a 50% pullback. And like this will be our next leg kind of down. Then get the breakout from here. Most of the time on these nighttime legs, you get like 50% pullbacks. Ugh. Guys, if you're watching on Instagram, I'm not really sure what the delay is for Instagram Live. I know with YouTube and TikTok, it's about 5 seconds. So we got less than 2 minutes before the top of the hour. So hopefully, top of the hour, we can get that nice little push. I think if we can break above that 76, we should get at least a push. Then we can use that previous day open as our kind of line in the sand because you have about 2 or 3 big pivots there, so you can use that as your support and resistance. All right, here comes the top of the hour here in about 30 seconds here. A lot of times we'll get a little move here at the top of the hour. All right, here we go. Top of the hour. Are we going to miss it? Miss it? You can use that. Let's see. Why didn't that enter? I'm scared to push it. Oh my God. I'm gonna have to get out of this. This thing hit me in double the size. What the crap? Huge delay. Huge delay. Woof. That's kind of scary. I hit that button twice and I went in with like 6 micros. Let's see if we get one more little pullback. As long as this leg here holds, I still like the longs back above that previous day open. I'm thinking maybe we run this wick up here at the 90s. Then if we do start breaking this, you can kind of pull that 50% pullback. What's up, CET? I want to give us about 5 or 6 points. It's still early, so I'm not really sure where we're going, how deep of a pullback we need. So I'm not going to sit through a lot of drawdown if we can't move higher. Remember, the line in the sand here is kind of that 77 at the previous day open. Kind of looking for us to run this wick up here at 95. Try 54 micros. Ooh, that's a little wild there. 54 micros. You might as well just put on the 5 minis and take 5 or 10 points. That's pretty wild. Dude's like, all right. I feel the safe take profit's going to be 95. I don't know if we get through that 800 or not here. Oh, dude, that's the worst. That's the only thing that sucks about over leveraging sometimes is if you're in that heavy and it pretty much will just blow up your account, then go into direction you're pretty sure it's going to go to. Now, I still over leverage a little bit on my evals, man, but when it comes to funded, now was that a funded account loss or was that an eval loss? Okay, so just your funded is your 7 and 8. Okay. Shoot, for me, most of the time it's just three for me. So we've yet to get that 50% pullback, so I'm not sure if we're going to get that. So I don't know if we're going to have to pull back and retest. Where could we pull back to? 60s here. This is kind of the key candle here. If this candle can hold that 75, 76 area, we'll hold. But if I feel like we're going to lose that level, we'll close. Oh, you have a hard time scaling down? We're also keeping an eye on gold. We may grab a gold trade. My middle name is Genius. Good one. All right, guys. Like I said, if we start losing this level, we'll probably have to close this. We're losing our 75. We don't want to give back the profit we just made because we can always re-enter. This is the runner that's left. So this is why I said that we would close that if I feel like we're going to lose that 75. Looking for something to listen to. Should I keep eye on that? Right now, we're still kind of finding support above that previous day open. And we got multiple wicks up here. I feel like that's kind of saving us on these 5 minutes. For anybody that likes to trade off the 5-minute charts. All right. How was everybody's trading session today? Did most of you guys all finish green? I feel like the safe take profit, if you are long, is probably going to be 95 to 800 because I'm not sure if we get through the 800s here or not. And I'm not really sure what this wick is. It looks like a data wick that we could possibly run. You also have a pivot. Well, that was from earlier. That pivot's up there at 8:30. You got previous day high up there at 8:25. So I'm not sure how far we get up here. Safe target's probably going to be 95. After that, I'm not sure. Let's see if we got there. Yeah, I feel like 95 is probably your safest target because it could come back down off that 95. All right, there's your safe level, the 95. Like I said, I'm not really sure what's going to happen after that level because that's a major whole number. I don't know if we blast through it. I mean, do we just keep going to the moon here or do we reject that whole number? Or do we go to the moon? I don't think we do. I think we reject here. We still got 3 minutes left on this 5 minute candle. So we still got a lot could still happen here. So either we're going to blast up to the 810s, pull back into the 90s, then get back above those 800s and continue up there at the previous day high. What's up, Alex? This is MNQ. This is futures contracts. We're just going to target right underneath those previous day highs. Because this thing could come back down quite a bit off this level. Mm. Yeah, we just got our elusive account back today, also, guys. So we took our first elusive trade today, also. I don't know. Maybe they're just on cell phones or something. All right, we're about to get a brand new 5 minute candle. I was really hoping this 5 minute candle could push through before it printed. So I don't know if we could end up with a 50% pullback on this next candle, guys. So that would have us pulling back to the 90 level. I'm going to try to lock in at least what? Almost 20 points. Nice bounce off that data wick there. You can see where he bounced right off the top of that wick. Like I said, we still could get that 50% pullback. This could be the next leg pullback before moving higher. Remember, guys, usually where you get around these previous day highs, I'd expect some kind of, I almost want to short up there around the previous day high and see if we can, just to see if we can get like 5 or 10 points out of it. Well, never mind. That's not previous day high. That was yesterday's previous day high. Uh, uh yeah, we did good. We had probably one loss on the end. We took the 5 minute inside bar was a loss for me on my eval, but everything else was good. Mm. Ah, come on. What's up, DB? How are you doing? We're looking for the 25. I think that's going to be my target. What's up, 44? How are you doing? Like I said, I'm still kind of anticipating that 50% pullback. So we might even be able to get another entry here if we get some kind of like 50% pullback. Kind of struggling to stay above these 10s here. So a lot of times you hit those 10s, you end up getting a pullback into the 90s, even though we've already kind of had one. MNQ, Chris. If you pull 50%, let me pull it real quick so we have it marked out. %, sent back down at the 90. Oh, I don't do any kind of like mentor or that type of stuff. Everything I do is pretty much free online. I mean, if I'm doing it, that means there's probably somebody else, taking the same trades. So if I get stopped out on this runner here, if this thing pulls back, I will look for another entry if the 50-60% holds. And all this is pulling Fibonacci on a leg and looking for 50% pullback. And going to TradingView and marking out your pivots, which is up there at 830. You got yesterday's previous high level at, looks like about 825. $8.26. All right, we'll lock in 30 points. This way, if we do get that deeper pullback, because it looks like it's on the struggle bus at the moment. We also have a pivot sitting up there at 830 that we could take as shorts. I don't really know. I mean, you got to think, man, I just trade the moment in the morning. I mean, I'm like most of you guys just looking for the entry that makes sense in the morning on the 5-minute charts. I just follow a couple set of rules. Is I try not to buy breakouts on the 5-minute candles. That usually keeps me out of buying a lot of fake breakouts. I try to take the 5-minute wick if it wicks into support. Like this entry right here was basically kind of taken at the previous day open. More likely, we're probably going to get the stop out here. This looks like a inside bar here. So it's a little 5-minute inside bar. This is what we took this morning that failed. What's up, non-financial Vice? How are you doing tonight? Now, a lot of times I do take this during the daytime. So it was a 50-point winner Monday, but today it was a loss. It was a 25-point loss. Excuse me. All right, we're going to look for the 50% pullback here. Either that or we may short off that pivot up there at 830. Yeah, I use funded accounts. I'd rather use funded accounts than I would my own money. Well, you got to still use your own money to pay for them, but at least you know what you're risking when you buy it. If you have a bad day on a cash account or you go tilt on your cash account, you can lose a lot of money compared to just what you lose, what you got invested in that funded account. Most people, if you go talk to them, if they put money in a funded, they put cash in a trading account when they first start, more likely they're going to lose that money. So, oh, you did? Is that what you did? Financial advice? You put some cash in a real funded account and lost it. I did the same thing, but I learned real quick that okay, I need to go back to evals. I feel comfortable now that eventually I do want to put a cash account and trade it with my funded accounts in the morning. Like I said, we're kind of looking for a pullback down into the 90s here. Yeah, but it's on a MNQ, so it's micros of the Nasdaq. So we're trading micros on a 25K. Uh, we do have a gold entry. Mm, no. What's up, Zach from Nigeria? Yeah, I'm trading 25Ks and 50K funded accounts during New York session. Nighttime, Chris, I only trade evals. I still struggle a little bit in the nighttime to trade funded accounts. I know one thing, guys. I cannot stay on super late tonight. Last night I stayed on till like 11 o'clock, and I was so tired all day long because I only slept like 4 or 5 hours last night. So I was tired this morning. Hmm. Was hoping for a little bit deeper pullback. I think I'm gonna still wait for the pivot up there. I don't think I'm gonna try to take the long up to the pivot. Uh, yeah, Chris. It really depends. What what prop firm you're using. So with my fundeds, I'm using Bulinox, and with Bulinox, you pay little up front, but you pay more on the back end. Um, Elusive, my funded futures, you're probably going to spend anywhere between $50 to $70 up front. Then take profit traders, I think, is around about $100 up front. Apex is also about $20 up front, but they have a lot of rules, so I don't really trade those guys anymore. Top Step, I'm not sure. I think you just need to figure out which rules work for best with you, what's your trading style. Because every prop firm has a little bit different rules. There are so many different prop firms out there now. If that's something you're interested in using. But it's easy to spend a lot of money on prop firm accounts too. I don't know. I've never used Top Step. When I first started Moon, they cost $100 a pop, and so that was too expensive for me starting out. So I think starting out, find the cheapest possible. That way you can invest little with money as possible. If you're just now like never done it before, want to protect yourself and, try to find like those. I would almost pay $15 a month to have like Bulinox or Apex, and that way it just pays for data and trade on a sim account. Because either way, you got to pay for data. So if you get like a 90% off prop firm account, you get free data with it. So the easiest platform to start using is probably Tradeovate. It's the easiest to set up. My favorite to use is NinjaTrader, but it's a little bit more to setting up NinjaTrader though. A little bit more steps. And that's if you're using a Ripnik account. Now you can tie your Tradeovate accounts to Ninja. So that's kind of what I have set up here. I have 3 different prop firms set up with Ninja. So I have Bulinox and Elusive Trading and my funded futures. So I have like three different prop firms that I'm trading at the moment. Yeah, I've been watching gold. Mainly just watching it during the evening. I know gold can wreck you pretty quick. Yeah, they're just climbing together. Oh, you be making good money on your accounts? I never make 4 grand. That would be nice though. Oh, thank you, Chris. Yeah, usually if you come back in the New York session, usually that's when I trade funded accounts. That's usually whenever I try to just find my very best entry is in the morning time. I do struggle a little bit during the Asia market. That's why I only trade evals. I haven't got to the point where I'm comfortable trading Asia. I've only been trading Asia market consistently probably since November, December. Like we hardly ever get good moves like this in the Asia market. Most of the time it's just chopping sideways. It looks like this. Every now and then, maybe once a week, twice a week, you'll get like a nice move where we're just constantly climbing. Yeah. Let me find it. Give me a minute. I was getting it. I don't know as far as cash goes. I just use prop firms. I try to stay away from the cash stuff. I figure I know if I use cash, I'd probably end up losing my money. I think it really depends on how much you're planning on trading. I know if you put money into Trade Evade, I think it's $50 per micro. So you got to have at least $50, I think, without it getting eliminated, or maybe it's 200. I don't remember. Each broker is different. That's just something you would have to read up on to figure out what their minimum deposit is. And it really depends on what you're trading to. You know, the larger the account, the more contracts it is, the more it's going to cost. But most of them do like a 5-to-1 leverage. So I feel like I feel like it's $50 for the you got to have at least $50 in an account, or maybe 200. I can't remember what Ninja Trader or Trade-Ovate to trade one micro, and that's a contract that costs $2 a point. Josh, it depends on what size of account you're trading. If you're trading the 25Ks, it's usually 1,500 to 1,250. For 50Ks, it's usually around 3,000. Then with Luciv, if you get a 25K funded with Luciv, you just got to get $1,000 to take a $500 payout, and you just kind of rinse and repeat unless you just blow the account. You just follow the rules and get to their payout threshold. And stay consistent. That's probably the hardest part for most people, staying consistent. So, like, I'm working on an account on my third payout with my 150K. So you can see we've already taken a total of $2,030 out of this account here. We've already have 60 days of trading, and it's all about just staying consistent. These are my morning trades. So I only trade these in the morning time. This other account that I'm really close to getting a payout, and we got 34 days of trading with it. We still need to make, you got to get 20 on this particular prop firm. You got to get 27,000. What is that? 27,600? Yeah. So as you can see, all my losses try to stay the same. This is probably the best way that I found to stay consistent with my funded accounts. You know, just take your one funded trade and put it away. I only use the 5 minute to trade off of. But in the mornings, I watch higher time frames also. So in the mornings, I'm taking my entries off of the 15 minutes. So this would have been my entry this morning. Let's see. We waited for all the manipulation here. Then we waited for us to get back above the 15-minute candle from 9 o'clock to 9:15. Unfortunately, we didn't get the full 30 points on this funded trade. We ended up getting stopping out because I thought it was going to go once we broke. So we only got 10 points. Then when it broke back above this again, we got long again in the 30s. And we got our 30 points on this candle here. And that was the elusive. But so since I trade in the morning time, the price action is just whipping everywhere. This is like the 4-hour candle, and these represents three like 1 hour candles. Then the high and low of both of these, out of these four boxes, is your 4-hour high. So this would be a 4-hour high from this morning for that particular candle, and this would be your low. And the color boxes in the middle, so this orange box here and this yellow box are 15-minute candles. But all my trades are taken on the 5 minutes. So higher time frames and pivots. Yeah, we stream every day during the New York session. That's where I usually, like I said, that's where we take all of our funded trades at in the New York session. No, I've never made it to a live account. But I wouldn't, if I do, I do. I don't think it would bother me. Most people don't like getting to the five account. I know I hear a lot of people whenever prop firms make them go live, they go to another prop firm, which most people are trading multiple prop firms. No, that is something that I've been kind of just putting off to trade into a live account until I'm more than positive that I stay consistent because, when using real money, I think there's another level of emotions tied to real money, like every single trade. I feel like that's probably another level of emotions. I've just now felt like I've conquered the funded accounts emotions, and that seemed like it took me forever. Uh, Consistently for about a little over 2 years, Moon. For the first 6 months that I started out, I just did it like one day a week. You talking about streaming? Yeah. I think the last account that we got funded on the stream was our Lucif account. Let's see. I just got my Lucif account back. We did blow that account last month. Yeah, so unfortunately, it's only our second ever Lucif account. Our second funded with Lucif. And let's see if we can find it. I think it's one of the. Oh, here it is. Yeah, as you can see, we only made $92 on the funded account today. So we started our second eval because eventually I want to get five Lucif funded accounts. But see, you only got to make $1,000 on these 25Ks to get $500 payouts. But you got to get got to get five $100 trading days. What's up, Fish Lips? Man, I figure you'd be heading out of town by now. I was wondering if this was going to be a winning trade here. So this would be a gold trade. So you would have been long from 60, and your 5 points would have been there. So looks like it's going to be a winner. I mean, right there at it. Uh, no, I usually look for fairly big moves, Moon. A lot of times I'm looking for like 10, 15 points on that first set of contracts. Then I'm looking for either 25, 50 points moves type of deal. Most of the time I'm just using three micros on funded accounts, and I usually have a fairly strict 20 to 30 point stop loss. So that's kind of what I was showing you a while ago on those Bulanox accounts where all my losses are about the same amount of money on every single loss. They're within like 20 to $30 apart pretty much, except for one trade where I lost $400 because we took two losses. We tried to get our money back, and after that we decided not to do that anymore because we just keep making that same mistake over and over last year. Not walking away. Excuse me. Unfortunately, guys, we may not get anything for another 10 minutes. So, more likely, we're waiting for the top of the hour. If you're looking for the better moves in the nighttime, wait for the top of the hour. Usually, that top of the hour at 8 o'clock and 9 o'clock will give you your best trades. No, you can't get any JT, you can't get any payouts with your evaluation accounts. Only fundeds. Well, Moon, I wouldn't mind trying London, but man, that's at 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, and it's so hard to get up to try to trade that time of the morning. I don't think I could get up and start talking about trading that time of the morning. Let's see. Yeah, just try to start off as cheap as possible, Google. There's that 50% mark, guys. I almost thought about putting a freaking order there, see if I could get a quick 5 points. Most of the time in the nighttime, we like to bounce off the 50% mark. You can see that where we had it marked out, that's your 50%. But it's so close to the top of the hour, I'm not really sure which way we're going to go or how deep a pullback. We could get a pullback, I say, all the way back down to the 750s possible on top of all of this here, then move higher. So, here we go. You're a Brazilian based trader. Nice on the gold, man. I wish I was good at gold. I stopped my 95 6 months ago. Oh, nice. I still work on the side. I don't really have any strategy to trade gold during the daytime. See, I don't ever look at it. Oh, man. Ooh, I gotta get some sleep tonight, guys. I do the one strategy that Methodical Man does in the evening, but that's about it. And that's just where you're just taking the swings. So, like, probably one that you have to spend the least amount of money on if you're new to trading. Use that 15-minute open strategy. Nice. I like trading off the 9 o'clock to 9:15. Oh, that's what you're using for your gold. Okay, I get what you're saying. So you're using the. So are you taking the breakout or the retest on gold? Mm. What's up, South? How are you doing? Yeah, I have Trade Evade accounts. Uh, South. Yeah, Trade Evade and Ninja are the same company. They're owned by the same person. I'm not sure what that is. User DJT stock. I don't know much about that. We still got about 3.5 minutes before top of the hour, guys. Yeah, Go does a lot of little fake outs. That's pretty crazy. Oh, goodness. So the only thing I do with gold that I've been doing is basically I just take the ledges. So I just take the pullback. So it's just a three candle setup. So basically, all you're doing is just looking for a three candle pullback. So you're just looking for the third candle to be the lowest, and your entry would have been here. So it would have been at what 50, something like 59.9. You're looking for 5 points, and this next candle right here, what would have wicked you in? Did I get 5 points? I think I might have missed it by a tick. And just look for 5 points. Oh shoot, I love one over here. Oh, got a little 5 minute Romney candle. So this is what I was talking about, the 50%, guys. You can see we pulled back to the tick there on the 5 minute candle. Now this would be like a 5 minute Romney candle. No, I've never tried ticks before. Well, I take that back. I've looked at ticks before, but that's been a long time ago. All right, guys, 1 minute to the top of the hour. We could get a pop here. 30 seconds away. Do we get the breakout? This is also gold. Most of the time, gold will get a little pop here too. So You think we're still bullish? I think so. I'm just not sure what kind of pullback we need to get. Well, that's such a dud. I was really hoping that we would get a pop here. I know. I wonder if gold goes up here. I would try that, but I know as soon as I enter on that gold thing, I get my face ripped off. It would have to get to 65 for that last gold trade to be a win. Sounds good. Have a good night, man. Thank you, Hugh. You have a good night too, sir. Ooh, I feel like the long was probably as soon as. Uh, Hopefully we can break up through there. We struggled to push through this area a while ago, so 800 is going to be my limit here on the runner. So that right there will probably be my line in the sand if I feel like we're going to lose. We struggled to get through the 20s while ago. Hopefully the safe target's up there at 830. That's your pivot line up there. So if this thing pushes back below 800s, I'll just let it push back. I'll probably close the trade. Then we can always re-enter. I just don't want to see it through drawdown if I'm in the wrong direction. We got kind of stuck in this area a while ago. You can see that we kind of created a little consolidation box here. So we got stuck here. The reason why I said where I got that blue line, so we could easily kind of get a pullback and bounce off this wick here at 803s or even at the 801. So we got two big wicks there that we could bounce off of. The only thing I got left right now is the runner. I didn't really pull 50% on this leg here. I mean, I don't think we get the 50% because we haven't broke this high. So we really haven't created a new leg yet. Here's your first 5-minute wick, and that would be your second one. Like I said, back below 800, we will take the runner off since we've already hit the first target. Still got a minute so left on this 5-minute candle. If we can print above the like 15-20 area, you would have like a lot of nice resistance here at the 10s. Remember, guys, what 7, 8 o'clock? We struggled to get through this area up to the 20s. We pushed up there 1, 2, 3, 4. We've already pushed up there 4 or 5 times. I was hoping that we would have got a little bit better breakout for the top of the hour, but we did not. We didn't get anything. It was we did get the bigger breakout here at the 8 o'clock compared to the 9 o'clock candle. The 800 is my line in the sand. So if we start losing the 800, I will close my runner. Because I'm not sure how deep we'll have to pull back. And like I said, in the evenings, I don't like holding the trays that just keep, this here's just looking for. This was just a 50% pullback on Fibonacci, JT. The other levels are just basic levels like opening day close, previous day high, pivots. I do use a pivot indicator that marks out the Fibonacci pivots. Then in the morning, I just use higher time frames like the 4 hour highs and lows or the hourly highs and lows. Or I like to trade in between whole numbers. So most of my trades are usually over a whole number at their multiple hits or back under a whole number. So I try not to ever take trades into whole numbers. Woo, we missed all the gold entries tonight, guys. I know also at nighttime, nighttime likes to pull back 50%. On the house on black. All right, so there's one retest of the 800, guys. I'm not sure how many tests you're going to get of that 800 level. All right. So for my, like I was saying, guys, the 800 is my line in the sand for the runner. So I'm not going to hold my runner down past 800. It's kind of almost like a little inside. Well, no, not quite inside bar. Oh my goodness. What time is it here? Oh, my back's killing me tonight, guys. Dude, this agent market stuff can be brutal sometimes. This stuff is so slow that you just be sitting here for like an hour just waiting for us to move up 10, 15 points. Oh, goodness. It almost looks like a nice little bull flag here. If this candle here can just print kind of like this, then kind of create this little 5 minute bull flag, hopefully this next candle we print will kind of break out here back to the top side. So still got a minute left. Hmm. Yeah, it didn't even pay. I don't even think you were able to get 10 points out of that. You usually in the nighttime, not financial advice. A lot of times I'll just do 5 points in runners. So what is this? 10 points. I mean, that's only like what, $20. We're up 150 so far for the night. What's that, SB? What's up, Jay? How are you doing tonight? No, I'm in a long at the moment. A little over 2 years, Jay. Or 2.5 to 3. If we can break above this candle, I would think that you get another push up to 15s. What's up, SB from UK? Sorry if I missed some messages, guys. So we're able to DCA into this a little bit to bring down our average. So now our entry's from 97. And we're able to add a couple more contracts. All right, about to have a new 5 minute candle. So maybe we'll get some expansion on this next 5 minute candle. Thirty seconds left. 30 seconds left. So since we DCA'd in this a little bit, we're only in this trade for what, 5, 6 points. So basically $12 of our profit. Oh. Because this thing is struggling really hard to push through those 10 to 15s up here. I almost wish I'd have just took the long off the 92 from earlier whenever we marked that 50% out. All right, sorry about that. Mine are in ticks. Yeah, I don't usually have the dollar sign marked out. At least I don't think I do. I guess it is. Never mind, it is in dollars. Wait, no, it's not. That's in ticks. That's ticks. Yeah, because it's going tw- 0.25 as it's moving slowly. Hmm. This is I'm trying to learn. This is a you're trading off the 9 EMA with a price action with very little money. Hmm. Yeah, starting out using your cash can be very difficult. What's up, Josh? What's the difference between volume? I don't know. I've never used the volume ticks. I've been wondering if we're going to, since we're having a hard time pushing up through the 810s, the 820s, I wonder if we get the big pullback all the way down to like the 70s or even the 50s. Because we done pushed up here 10 times and we have yet to get through this area. So you would think eventually we would get a decent pullback. I mean, look how many candles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Got about 13, 14 candles. That is a lot of candles in one area. The good thing is if we can break above this, then you can use this as your resistance for like, to wick back into. Non-financial, I was really hoping we would already push the this 5 minute breakout by now. Let's see here. If we're not going to move higher, so, so what is that? Already at the 60%. Yeah, this is definitely going sideways, Joseph. I mean, we've been trapped in this area, what, pretty much since 8 o'clock. So almost 2 hours that we've been kind of just stuck between what, 795 and 815. So we're just stuck. What's that? About a 20 point range. So this has been very difficult. That's just the beast of the Asian market. Sometimes you do get stuck in those 20 point ranges where this is pretty much where you're going to stay at most of the night, and you'll finally get that breakout probably 11, 12 o'clock at night. But there's just no way I'm going to sit here for 4 hours and wait. I mean, that's just way too long. I do like the pivot touch up there at the 830s. I mean, that's kind of what we want to target. That and yesterday, what was that? So the previous day high from yesterday would have been Friday's previous day high, sitting up there around the 25s for your next level up. So, I mean, even though it's yesterday, I mean, it's still a major level. You can see that all this consolidation that we had here around the previous day high, this is basically what we're battling here. This is why we cannot move any higher. Then we're stuck between this and this. So we're just kind of stuck in this consolidation zone over the last few days. What's up, Professor? Yeah, the level we used tonight for our long, our first entry tonight was around that 776 at that previous day open. It's going good. I was anticipating, we got long here right at the top of the hour. So I was kind of anticipating the top of the hour to give us another little breakout, but we're still just stuck in this range of about 20 points and we just have not moved. So we hit the 5 points, then it pulled back and we added another 5 points. So we got a total of 10 points out of this so far. And now we're just kind of sitting on our runner. We have a pivot sitting up there at 830s, and that's kind of what I'm targeting, the 830s, or that previous day high from Friday. Maybe. Maybe we'll get up there. If we can get up there, then use the all this as our support level, like you were saying, that 816. We should be able to stay above there and move higher, even though it may chop when we get up there, but still should be able to move higher. How's your night been, Professor? Have you been trading, or you just been just kind of chilling, sitting on the sidelines? For the Asian market, for myself, we mainly just do evals. Oh shoot! Did TikTok get shut down? I bet it did. Oh, it does that all the time. Dang you! Sorry, TikTok people. This is the only thing I hate about not paying attention when I don't pay attention to that live on TikTok. Push. Oh, nice on the shorts. Are you talking about that breakout at the very first opening this morning? Yeah, we stayed away from all that whipsawy action this morning. We waited for the push back up. So we kind of waited for the manipulation where it manipulates that early morning price action, where it'll push down, then run back up to the highs. And as it's running back up to the high, that's where we caught our funded trades this morning. Unfortunately, we only got, excuse me, 10 points on the fundeds for one account and 30 on the next one for the elusive fundeds. Okay, so it was 80% of your fib rejection. Nice. Do we finally get the breakout, guys? Man, we've been waiting a long time here. Man, if this thing can print above all this consolidation, might finally get a move here. It's almost like, do we try to target more? I feel like I'm going to. I mean, we got freaking previous day high, what, all the way up there at 902s? Don't know if we can get up there, but it's up there. Oh man, if we get through this pivot here at the 830s and that the previous day high from yesterday, dude, this thing is going to be off to the races. Hit the pivot. That was your safe target, guys. Remember how I was saying the long up there, that safe target? That 830 was your safe target. It just took forever to get up there. We may be back to normal rotation. Oh, goodness. No, the 50%, man, was the key for this setup, guys. Remember I said that if you pull your fib on this leg, the nighttime loves pulling back 50%. Did it not even get 50%? Maybe it didn't. Well, no. Yeah, it did. I think I pulled it off that leg there, so that would have been your 50. Yours still do a lot of rainbows and the rainbow colors. Oh, goodness. What's up, James Jones? I don't even know where the buy side liquidity is. That's something I don't ever mark out. I have, that's something I don't really look for. Sometimes I almost want to know where little as possible stuff is on the chart so it doesn't affect my decisions. Uh, I know whenever I start that's why whenever I just try to keep it mainly to just level trading in between whole numbers. Because once I start even watching all the EMAs and VWAPs and all the other stuff, I just feel it's such a distraction for me whenever I have all that stuff on there. So we hit that pivot level at 830. I wasn't sure what kind of pullback. I would think that we would want to pull back into this consolidation zone back down to the 15. I want us to get above the pivot, and we can use that pivot as our stop loss. That was Friday's high, James. The previous day high is actually all the way up there at 902. So how's gold doing tonight? Gold did create another ledge there. For the 50% pullback, that would be to the top of this here. What is that? 812. It looks like. Let's see. Yeah, 812. Okay, so you're looking for the 15-minute to close above the 817. Okay. Yeah, most definitely here, Moon. If we can get it to close above all this consolidation zone, it should be it our long should stay intact. If I wasn't in this trade, I probably would have took that pivot short for like a quick 5 or 10 points. Oh man. Man, guys, I stayed up way too late last night streaming and only getting up to I only slept probably like 4 hours last night because my wife gets up at 4 o'clock in the morning, so usually it just wakes me up when she's awake, and so uh, I stayed up way too late. What it is, I got a late start last night, so I had to close all my stuff out and restart it last night because I was having issues. I think I had too many things going on the computer, and I think it was putting a lot of stress on the CPU last night. Whenever I had too many streaming too many streaming stuff open, because I was streaming to like 4 different or 5 different things. We were streaming on the X, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. I think it just really put a stress on the CPU, so it messed with their microphone last night. It doesn't do too bad with just 4, but man, that fifth one, it put a hurting. All right, here comes the line in the sand. Does this hold? All right, we're going to go to at least break even because I cannot get up freaking, 30 points and take a loss. Dang, James, you think it's going to get that far down? No, the 15 to 12 needs to hold up, man. No. We don't want it back down there. It could, but we don't want it to. That pivot was a nice entry, guys. I would have taken that pivot sell all day. uh, the pivots. And that's your Fibonacci pivots on TradingView. So if you use TradingView, just put on standard pivots and change your settings to Fibonacci. Oh, excuse me. So this is kind of the line in the sand, guys. We need this area to hold. We do not want to lose the tens. I kind of had a feeling that 30 was your safe target, though. It usually is. If we've already hit that pivot multiple times, more likely you're going to get another little bounce off it, especially at this time of the night. It just doesn't have the volume to push through there. I'm hoping all these wicks will save us because you got about 10 different wicks here. So it did consolidate here for 2 hours. So you would think it'd be a little difficult for us to push down through there. Sorry, TikTok. Uh, man, man, these spammers, dude, they just come out of nowhere nonstop. No. Oh, you're saying the market will dump overnight? Dude, I'm so ready for a market dump that you don't even understand. I am so tired of trading at all-time highs. I hate trading at all-time highs. I suck at trading all-time highs. I find myself on the struggle bus every day trying to trade the all-time highs. What's up, ultrasound? All right, so it looks like our runner may get stopped out here. Oh, goodness. We left about 20 points on the board if we get stopped out because I was really hoping that we would be able to just catch the reversal. Oh, it's 4 o'clock in the morning there, man. That's about what time I'll be getting back up in the morning, my time. My time, it's around 9 o'clock at night. It's about 10 minutes till 10 o'clock in your, if you're looking at trading hours. So it's 10 o'clock at night, Eastern time. I live in Central time zone. The Central. What's up? I forgot. Where did you say you were from? Ultrasound. So if it's what is that? 6 hours. Mm, okay. What's up, Mr. Fitz? Yeah, I'm hoping this area holds for us here. I just don't see how we get through it on the first try. I mean, man, we that was a lot of consolidation there. That was like 2 hours worth of consolidation. Yeah, I'm gonna try to do one sometime this week. I was going to do probably a elusive giveaway for either. I have uh, a 50K or a 25K that we can give away. All right, we're going to take our stop loss to the bottom of this wick here. So that should be about 10 points at least in case it comes back. Comes back and revisits us. Yeah, like I said, we were going to try to do a giveaway. Either we'll do it either Wednesday or Thursday. It's fine. Yeah, and usually we have fairly good odds for the giveaways. Usually we don't have a lot of people joining them. I think the most I've ever seen join a giveaway is like maybe 20. Push. Man, if we can get through that previous day high above that pivot and print above that pivot, dude, that's going to be golden. Hopefully this candle here can kind of start pushing through that area. Then what we'll do is we'll take our stop loss to the bottom of that candle there on the 5-minute charts and see if we can try to lock in at least 20 points. Oh, yeah, sweet. The bottom of that candle is sitting right at 17, so that's right at the 20 points. What would make this really nice if this can push up in the next, say, 3 or 4 minutes and where it can print above that pivot. You just want to see it print above the pivot and that previous day high from yesterday. Yeah, guys, sorry about the on the TikTok thing. If I do not pay attention to that homepage on TikTok, they will close that. They will close that down. I wish I knew there was a way to turn that off because I miss that all the time. Because a lot of times I'm not like watching the actual page, and I don't know if they put a message up there in the chat, but I do miss it. And so what happens if I don't respond to that thing and swipe that puzzle over, they'll close it. So that's usually what happens with the TikTok page if you're on TikTok. I'm glad nobody else does that because I'd have my streams would shut down all the time. Usually we just the New York session is where we trade all of our funded accounts. Usually the Asia market, usually we're just trading an eval. And Asian market can be kind of a hit and miss for me sometimes. There's some nights, man, where I just completely struggle in the Asia market. Luckily, tonight hasn't been one of those nights, but man, I felt like last night I was on a struggle bus. What's up, John Carter? Did you make it to Savannah? No. That's why it won, man, because I didn't play any. It won two trades I saw. That's why it won, because I wasn't in them. Like I said, that's the way gold goes. You guys are all like, win, win. Look at all these wins. Look at all this money we're making. Then I finally was like, okay, let me give it a try. Then that thing hurts my feelings and I get pissed off and I don't want to come back. I was like, well, hell, I can lose my money over there on the MNQ. So I might as well just go over there. Oh, goodness. I did watch it for an hour tonight. I noticed it was just kind of a grindy price action. And I was watching some areas and I think I might have even had it marked out. I think I had them marked out. I just didn't take them. You took one. Nice. I think we're 3 for 3 on our trades tonight. We haven't taken a loss tonight in the Asia market. We've taken three trades. We took that first 7 o'clock breakout here as we broke above the previous day close. So we took this trade. Then we took another little five point trade, and I feel like we got stopped out and we re-entered again. So I feel like we've added to this trade multiple times, if I'm not mistaken. Just could not push up there. Today, Trump blessed you. What did you get? What did you do? Get like a nice like a wiki trade or something where it blasted like 20, 30 points? I got stopped out on that nasty wick earlier this morning. Whatever that little 30, 40 point wick that we had during our trading session. I was like, son of a bitch. Then, yep. That's happened a lot over the last few weeks. Getting blasted by those like freak 30, 40 point wicks. Then what sucks is you know that stuff doesn't fill you. Let's see. I got a Chinese ad for McDonald's. Wait, what? I got a Chinese ad for McDonald's and now I'm hungry. Sorry, not financial advice. Sorry for the temptations. Hopefully you're not on a diet. You get some maybe some chicken nuggets or something. Just stay away from the soda. So, oh, gonna be on the diet with the rest of us big folks. I'll turn ads off tomorrow. I think this is the first time I've ever put ads like every 30 minutes. It's only every 30 minutes. Usually I don't even have them on there. Oh, the temptations. Hey, if it was some Chick-fil-A, John Carter would be gone. He'd be like, "Oh, I'm out. I'm out." Either that, maybe he'll be door dashing it. He'd be like, actually, no, he would door dash it. He wouldn't go get it. He'd be like, "Oh, wait a minute, chicken nuggets." He's been all over the Chick-fil-A. He got me on that Chick-fil-A thing there for a minute. I'm glad I got off of it because there was a minute where I was going to Chick-fil-A and getting like two chicken biscuits with eggs in the morning. Man, what the large sweet tea? I was probably hitting up 1,000 calories before I even started streaming in the mornings. Oh, you did a little door dashing? Nice. That's something I've never tried. I've never done any kind of a door dashing or none of that stuff. I think the last time I did something like that was probably back in the 90s. I think I in my early 20s or late teens did a little pizza delivery. That was about it. No, Pete, this is MNQ. So this would be the micros of the Nasdaq. So they're $2 a point. Where if you're trading minis, they're $20 a point. And a lot of times I'm usually trading anywhere between like 2 to 3 micros. So usually I'm risking about $6 a point when we're trading. BitBoy Crypto. Okay, I don't guess I know who that is. Maybe we'll have to look up BitBoy Crypto. Uh, David. To the YouTube search engine. Let's see. We will look him up just because. Let's see here. It comes right up. Ooh, that guy's pretty big. He's got like 144,000 subscribers. Man. Yeah, Bitcoin's pretty big. Oh, I like that. I like that banner he's got there. Hmm. Nice. He lost all of his money. What was that for? Was that during that rug pull, the last of the crypto rug pull when it was like 120,000? What's up, Jonathan? I'm sorry I missed your message. All right, we're pushing this pivot, guys. I'm liking this. If we can get above this previous day high in this pivot here and use that as our support levels. Oh, Pine Tree? Yeah. I think I've heard Pine say that before. I streamed with Pine, what, last month, I think, on My Funny Futures. Yeah, I've known a Pine for a long time now, at least a couple years. Come on, explosion. Hopefully, I don't want to get wicked out here. We're just going to move this down. Still struggling to get through those pivots, guys. Dude, those Fibonacci pivots are insane. I've been calling them pine strip scripts. No pine tree? You don't call them pine tree? How funny. Oh my goodness. All right. Come on, man. Dude, the 30s has been a wall, guys. I really thought that we were going to blast through that level this time. We just got stuck. Stuck. Yeah, he's been trading for a long time, Pine Tree. Yeah, the only thing I do different with that is I try not to go through a lot of accounts. So that's one thing I try to stay away from, you know. I think if you got a good win percentage and you could play the prop firm game where, you can buy a lot of accounts but make money at the same time. But I know that can also get you to if you're buying a crap load of accounts and over leveraging them and, I think it really depends on your strategy and how much money you have to spend. You're out here. Yeah, I know. I wonder if it's going to come back and stop me out here. I almost want to try to lock in 20 points and just in case it does come back. I'm hoping if we give it one more chance to get through those 30 levels, hopefully it can move up here. Dude, that pivot has paid at least 10 points every hit, guys. Where were you long from, Fitz? We'll try to at least hang out for another like 10, 15 minutes, guys. Like I said, my eyes are just so heavy tonight. I'm losing the motivation. We're on the struggle bus over here. I was hoping that with the price action would continue there. Oh, you've been long since 740? Heck yeah, man. What a nice trade. Go. All right. We're gonna at least try to lock in 20 points here. What is that? 10, 20. How about we just do 15? Okay. Yeah, I've looked at some of those imbalance gaps in the past, but not a lot to trade them. I know they seem to work well because I've seen other people use those imbalance plays where you basically are targeting the imbalances as either up or down. I didn't really look to the left and see how much consolidation that we have up here. A lot of nasty price action though. This is pretty much the area that we've been stuck at since what, last Thursday? We started pushing up in this area. Sometimes I just don't. I just want to come back and just wait for the market to sell off 500 to 1,000 points, and this way we have something to trade to the left. Because trading all-time highs have been so hard the last few days. And what sucks is we constantly are making consolidation areas up here, and we're constantly just running into them, and it's just basically making us being stuck in a range. So it's kind of like we're stuck on the top of the what, 515s, 516s, and now we're pushing up and being, basically we're stuck in a 15-point range at the moment. It took us 2 hours to get out of the freaking 20-point range when we were stuck between 95 and what, 115. So we were stuck there for 2 hours. Now for the last at least what, since 940, 950, we've been stuck here in another 15-point range. Let's see, you said 9:45 a.m. left the imbalance on the 5 minute. Okay. Yeah, like I said, I used to look for those. Man, it's been a long time ago. I used to try to trade off those imbalances, but it's something I didn't really continue. I don't even remember when I did it. It was a while back. I remember trying it out. Oh, an 8 point gap? Holy goodness, that's a big gap. Definitely thank you guys for the likes and subscribes tonight, guys. If we can print above the previous day high in that pivot, we will take our stop loss up to around those levels. So this is probably the third time that we've hit the 30. So maybe this will finally be the time we get through there. I'm going to go ahead and lock in at least 20 points. To the pivot once again. I forgot the number 5. What? I'm not sure what you were saying there, a non-financial. I forgot the number 5. Uh, it could BH. I think it's just going to go up until it moves up until the London session. Then you may get a big move back down. Oh, you hit the like button and it made it 5 likes. Nice. I don't usually ever ask anybody to hit the like button. I think I just say it out of habit. I didn't really start saying it until I started doing the My Funded Futures TV. And it's just out of habit with them, to encourage people to hit the like button. Usually in my stream, I don't usually encourage nobody to really do too much of anything. Maybe I need to, but I don't. Ooh. Let's see. It's like, come on, break the pivot already, guys. It's like, goodness. Where's like a tweet or a news play or something, and we can just get this blast to the top side. I definitely cannot sit here to the top of the hour. There's just no way. I mean, there's no way. I have 45 minutes left in me. I'd be over here asleep. Be ready to doze off. We also didn't leave a wick on the bottom of this 5-minute candle. So most of the time you don't have a wick there. You're probably going to get this next candle at least wick down to fill in this little imbalanced gap here where the bodies are kind of not touching. Oh, it could blast down. I don't know. It is definitely struggle BH getting through this pivot up here at 830s. I wouldn't be sad if it stopped me out. I mean, it's only be like 10 less points. Man, I'm sure I'm glad I didn't start any later tonight. I think if I almost waited till 9 o'clock to start because I thought that's when the Asia market opened. Dude, I don't even think I would have lasted an hour tonight. I feel like the first 2 hours went by pretty fast. Now that it's 9 o'clock or after 9 o'clock my time, we're on the struggle bus. We have a plus we'll be back early in the morning, guys, for the New York session. So hopefully, so far we've had a good week starting out. So no reds yet on the funded. So hopefully tomorrow that'll continue. I mean continue with the green for our fundeds. I don't think we've hit a full 30-point trade on the fundeds this week, at least the Bulinox ones. We did hit the full 30 points this morning on the Lucif account. I was going to be trading my Lucif with gold, but as long as we're able to find like a nice clean trade with the NQ in the morning, we'll just probably stick to the NQ because I just don't really have the experience with gold. Hopefully, or maybe we. I was trying it tonight with evals, but we never really got an entry. So, oh, excuse me. Man, come on, blast already. Is there anybody else holding along with me? If so, where did you get long? Oh, come on. Go. We got 40 seconds left on this candle. I so thought that was going to be it there. Whenever it pushed up there, we're about to get a new 15 minute, a new 5 minute candle. So, what time is it? Shoot, 9:20 or 10:20. Goodness. It's like push already. We're just going to start trailing this and just take as many points as we can, guys. I do not want to sit here for another 30 minutes waiting for us to get through this level here. If we can blast the 30s, I'm hoping we get a little bit of momentum, maybe push up there to the 50 level. And we still got a 5 minute candle with no wick on the bottom of it. So a lot of times the market doesn't like leaving those candles like that with no wicks. So a lot of times you'll get like this wick fill in or this where the bodies are not touching also on the candles. So almost kind of like filling this little gap here. What time is it? All right, we'll do one more 5 minute candle. After that, guys, I'm gonna have to call it. Like I said, I'm getting extremely sleepy over here. Unless this thing stops us out before that new 5 minute candle pops. We still got about 2.5 minutes left on this 5 minute candle. Like, I don't see how we don't fill in this gap here, or like run this candle with no wick on it. So like I said, most of the time with those 5 minute candles, if you don't have no wick on it, it'll come back and fill those in. All right, 2 minutes left. We'll give it one more 5 minute candle to see if we can get through the 30s. If we can't get through the 30s, we're just going to probably close our trade and don't worry about the extra 40 points. I know, man. I thought we would get through those levels by now, Fitz. But, man, I do not want to sit here for another 2 hours waiting for us to see if we can get through the 30s. I mean, you got to think, we're only, what, 70 points from all-time highs? I mean, that's, what, let's see. Yeah, 70 points. And maybe it doesn't make it to all-time highs. It's like maybe we don't run this high here, and you just kind of just creating a higher lows. So that's this leg. %60 of this total move from this high here to this low. So what's that, like 60% pullback? Oh, actually, no, in the 70 percentile. Yep. All right, 18 seconds for a new 5 minute candle. Thank you guys for watching tonight. So we'll see what happens with this one. I'm pretty sure it's probably going to stop us out here. So we just locked in 23 points. All right. So we got the 23 points. We were trying to get up there to the 50 points range, but we're still just struggling to get through this pivot up here, or even getting back above this previous day high from Friday. All right, guys. Thank you guys for watching, and we will see you in the New York session if you want to join us for our funded trades. So thank you guys for watching.